right, so we got the motor all nice and hot, getting ready to dump the oil out of it. Put some good Schaefer's racing oil in there, new Wix filter. I was gonna do the valves today, well, valve springs. I thought I ordered one of those air tools where it pressurizes the cylinder so the valves don't drop. I don't know where it is. I don't think I ordered it. I have the comp cam valve, the valve spring compressor tool. This helps smash the springs on so you can take keepers out. I've seen people put like string in the cylinder so it's like mechanically held up by something so the valves don't drop. I have some, I just don't want to do it. The stuff that I have, like a lot of little strands come off of it, and I don't want any debris inside that cylinder wall. So I ordered one from O'Reilly's. Should be here tomorrow. Kind of sucks because I'm testing for tech sergeant this week. I really should be studying instead of working on the car. My priorities are a little different right now. We're trying to race this weekend. I got a lot of people coming. My dad's coming to watch me race for the first time in person. So this is a little bit more of a priority to me right now. All right, let's see how big of a mess we make here. But I would have that super clean floor dry. A bunch of mud in there. Don't need that. Awesome. All right, while we got that draining, I'll show you all what we've been working on. I bolted on a whole new front end, new lowers, uppers, tie rod, ball joints, spindle, everything but the hub on this side. And then PPM was out of stock on the left-hand spindles, but pretty much the same thing here. I took the spindle off, we painted it, put everything back together. I'm waiting on some Heim joints, or well, some jam nuts. Those ones, their threads are kind of messed up on them. We have a new tie rod and new Heims to go on this side, so I really can't do front end setup as far as caster, camber, toe. I have the 110 carb sitting on here, but I'm actually getting ready to go to Hunt the Front's place and get a drum E85 tomorrow. I went over to their house, what was it? The week that they had that first Southern race there. I picked up some tires from them, and one of them might have won 10 grand. So let's see, it's this one, left rear all tech 10K. I don't know how many laps that race was, but you can see it's kind of like sealed over, and that was their left rear. But I got, I think, 6 tires from them, some good used takeoffs. I mean, I'd run them. I am running them, especially on my right front, because this is what we were running. This is on my left front. But that's why I got this new bead lock here. So I had that new 92, I put on a new bead lock, and I got this new bead lock in the other day. I'm putting this used steer tire on it from them, just because it's better than what I've been running. Doing it the right way, using ANCs, got the torque wrench. Don't want to mess these up. These ones are not cheap. They're on sale right now at Speedway if y'all are interested. We'll go through and run these guys down. Quarter turn mounts in. Little pop rivets. You know, it's awesome when you just pop off and then it's just kind of put a little scratch in your nice new bead lock. It's always good. That's what the pros do, right? Trying to get my oily fingerprints over this cover so we can get at least some nice pictures out of it before we go to the racetrack and tear them up. Yeah, you're looking at my tax return sitting here. Yeah, new this year for us, these tires a piece are $220. These wheels I got on sale for, I think it was like $400 or $410. So it's definitely pretty pricey. I made a TikTok about sheet metal. I think sheet metal's at $120 a sheet right now. It might have gone up. That's the main reason why we didn't do a full body on the car this year. I feel like mid-season we're going to need to at least redo the doors and get a fresh reprint of the wrap on there. Might change up sponsorship position, that's it. All right, it's slowed down to a drip. I'll put her back in. Okay. We're good there. Let's go get that filter off here. All right, broke torque on it. This could get messy doing it one-handed. We'll see. Ooh, she is full. It's just splattered everywhere. That's the proper way of doing it. Just let it splatter all over you. Yeah. Let me get, is that O-ring off there? Yeah, we're good. Now we got this new one. I got so many of these Wix filter stickers now. I don't even know what to do with them. Now the trick is put it on the floor so it's really wobbly. So when you fill it, you run the risk of just spilling it all over the place. Because you know, you're trying to make a YouTube video and entertain your friends. It's worth the risk. Risk versus reward, am I right? All right, now the trick when you put them on is to smoke them on. I mean, if you can get one of those air filter tool adapters and you get an impact on there, you want to run these suckers down as hard as you can, because you don't ever want this coming off. Not even when you got to do another oil change in 3 race days. That is the trick. All right, kids, remember, only the cool people don't use funnels. Let's see. And only the experts don't make messes. That's why they design these bottles this way, fellas. No leaks, we're good. Let it get to 10. Go on the other side, take that cap off and check the level. I'll put in 7 quarts. You're supposed to put in 8. I'd rather be a tad low than too much. All right, so it's about like 8:30 at night. Kyle Larson just won out there in California. Had a pretty good race there. Just got done watching it. Took a break, work on the car. Came back out here, started messing with some tires, trying to figure out what we're going to run this weekend. Trying to get back in the routine of things. Usually I don't start messing with tires till about midweek, but my midweek's going to be pretty stressful already. So trying to get a jump on it as I'm waiting for parts to come in, as I'm waiting for the air tool to come in to do my valves. So might as well just, you know, get work done that I can. We're pretty much just using like a depth gauge to figure out which one's the baldest to not run. Gotta take this tire off. I'm gonna mount one of Hunt the Front's tires. This is gonna be my hot lap tire on my right rear. I got a new right rear. This bead lock ended up getting hurt. I'm not sure if you can bend these back out. That's where it hit the shock right there. I was wondering what hit my shock. It holds air. It's just, I don't know if I want to trust that on anything, but maybe a left front. So, sucks because I thought I was going to be able to use this bead lock. I didn't know it until I flipped this tire over to take a better look at the tire. And I noticed that. So, kind of unfortunate. Maybe I can bend that out. I mean, like what we used to do on the Mod Light with the steel wheels, we were able to. This is an 88 tire, a little small. I think I'm gonna pull this off, put one of these 90s on there, just so we have a little bit of a difference in stagger that we could get. This is a 90 here. This is the left rear tire I've been running for a majority of the last season. So, I don't know, we're figuring out. Got some steer tires mounted over here. Working on polishing up some wheels so they look good. I don't know how to get them to look like that, but just got done cleaning this one. I got to polish this one up. I got a groove and sipe that. This is the only tire that I got a groove and sipe. I might do that tonight just to get it out of the way. But yeah, we're making some kind of progress as we're waiting. Another thing I was getting ready to do is change out my biscuits on my droop chain. And this is kind of like, it's the second time I've ordered something from PPM, and I got something delivered that was different. All right, so I ordered a black biscuit. This is a purple one. I mean, it looks black if you just glance at it, but it's clearly labeled purple. Last time I ordered a upper ball joint socket, and I received a lower. So I don't know. I don't really know the guys over at PPM or anything. But I planned on swapping that out because I got a different color on there. I bought a couple different colors to just try out with softness and hardness wise. Because I guess you could definitely lose a lot of forward traction by having some worn out biscuits. So that one has had the weight of the rear end sagging on it the whole winter. So I'm just going to swap it out anyways. They're pretty cheap. I was told to usually swap them out, every other oil change or so, every 10 race days, just to keep it fresh. I mean, I think they're like $3. So I don't know. I got to look at the chart of the colors and see what the three that I bought, where they compare to what I'm running now. Maybe we can experiment later on with that kind of deal. Forgot to show y'all, the decking got done. I finished it up. Got this panel. I'm just going to reuse this panel here. Got the spoiler mounted up. All nice. Need to get my number sticker on this side. Yeah, I mean, I forgot to show you all this. Don't know if I did or not. But the body is pretty much done. I'm waiting to get it on the ground. I get this tire up in here. Kind of jack up the left rear and see where I should put these bolts. Just because I've worn off one. I had one cut into a tire. But the pretty much rub area is like right here. So, I don't know. We'll see. But pretty much the body's done. I'm getting the air hose tomorrow afternoon. It's probably on the way to work for the valve springs. So, I'm not going to really do much work on that tomorrow. But anyways, I'm going to call it a night. It is a little after 10 here. Just got done grooving this tire. This is my new right rear here. Gonna grind all my tires. Just get like a race prep mode now instead of just like winter preparation. I gotta go back on my checklist to see what I did week to week, just as race prep wise. But pretty much like I'm just waiting on those heim joints to come in, and the front end will be done. I could go through setup there. The rear end is set up, just how kind of it was. I might need to change that biscuit, like I said. But other than that, like we're checking things off the list. Just got to swap fuel, carb, go through setup, nut and bolt everything, prep tires, and we're about there. Okay, so it's officially Monday. Creating a new list. Kind of got done with my off-season prep list. Now I'm doing my race week prep list. Can't really show it because I got all my shock stuff on here, but we're gonna clean the car. Got to prep some tires and wheels. Just charge up everything: tools, transponder, race receiver, car. I have to swap carbs, drain fuel to swap fuel to E85. Go through setup once I get my tie rod in with my front end. Nut and bolt, change my gear and the oil in it, as well as my transmission fluid, change that, drain it. Change plugs on the motor and the valve springs. So everything is still dependent on coming in. So I ordered that air chuck tool, it should be in today. I might be able to pick it up before I go to work. So valve springs are supposed to be getting done tomorrow. That's my goal there. I could do the gear today, the tires today, cleaning the car today, and start kind of getting everything charged up and packed up. I need to charge the trailer and make sure that battery for that winch isn't completely screwed. And I need to clean up the trailer as well. So it's a little bit colder of a day, 60 degrees in the shop right now. I don't want to run the heat. So our power bills have been pretty crazy here. But anyways, we're gonna get to work. I have to take off this old right rear I got here. We're gonna put a new reused tire on there that we got from the old Hunt the Front boys. So rest of the tires are good. For now, I'm gonna have to clean them up and grind them. So we'll get started with this and just see. I was supposed to go pick up the drum of fuel from the Joyner family today, but they haven't hit me up yet. So need to do that. That's another thing is, I mean, they only live like 30 miles away, but with me going to work in the evenings, I can't just, it's gonna be a little tricky. All right, so yesterday I finished up tire prep, all good. And then I didn't go to Hunt the Front's place to get fuel. I went to a guy locally here. I got a drum of Renegade Pro E85. So got a pump for it. Got it sitting here just for now. But I did get this guy. This is what I was wanting. This goes into your spark plug hole and allows you to pressurize your cylinder so your valves don't drop. If your valves drop on a sealed motor, well, you are SOL because the head's got to come off. All right, before I start cranking this motor over, going through valves and stuff, I need to drain fuel out so I ain't just sitting there throwing fuel up to that carburetor, because ideally valves will get done today and maybe tomorrow I'll swap these carbs out, put E85 in and crank it. So I'm going to disconnect the main fuel line going to the fuel pump right there. I'm gonna go back there, pressurize it with air in the fuel tank and just send all the stuff into here. The issue is, what am I gonna do with this? Now that I can't run it, or not running it, I only have 4 fuel cans. I'm probably gonna fill all 4 of them up. Don't know what I'm gonna do as far as disposing of this stuff. I mean, it's gas that's been sitting since last race season. I don't think anybody really wants to run it. I don't know. But let me get this discoed and start figuring this stuff out. All right, another pro tip: when you disconnect these fuel lines, the goal is to make the biggest mess that you can. So fuel line is off. Now I need to grab this guy, put some shop air on, kind of cover up the hole on the gas tank, and hopefully it just shoots out into there and we can get once we get it going, it should start just flowing out. So hopefully we don't have that much gas in it. All right, y'all let me know when that gas starts coming out of there, all right? I'm gonna be back here. right, so we got valve cover off on this side. We're still draining a little bit. We're at almost about 20 gallons that was in there. But just taking these plugs out and take a look at them. I'm just gonna set them right where they came out just so I don't lose track of them. I'm gonna replace them anyways. They're looking pretty black. Maybe running a little rich, I don't know. Really, last time it was just literally idling. It wasn't really running. So, I don't know, that's not a good, it's not a good indication of how the motor's running when it's just sitting here idling like that. At least, I don't think so. Well, it looks like I'm not doing valve springs this week. I gotta order a different tool. This one from Comp Cams. I don't know the part number. There's the part number. It doesn't fit on these heads. I thought these would work on a 350 small block, but these openings here don't slide over enough to allow you to catch any kind of threads here with these guys. So I'm just gonna go through and check all the lashing on all my valves and just kind of hope for the best this weekend. That sucks. It sucks really bad because this is like a $120 tool and it doesn't work. All right, so it is quickly approaching time to go to work, but valve covers are on. New spark plugs are gapped and in. Got to put the wires on. I got a guy coming over here to get this fuel. It came out to about 20 gallons. He's coming to get it. I'm going to get pressing with the little button up things. I'm going to take the carb off, maybe get the new one on, kind of connect some more fuel lines, and that's probably about it for today because he should be here any minute to come get that fuel. All right, so it is now Wednesday. I am off today. Yesterday I got rid of that fuel. I bolted on the new E85 carb. This is actually the carb that came with the car. I've yet to put fuel in it, but got the lines on. Everything's hooked up. Return spring, fresh from Stealth. Now I just need to put E85 in the car. Today, got this new barrel pump. We are going to put gas in it and crank it. It's like my only goal today is get it to run on E85. Check the valves, make sure I did them right, make sure it sounds right, and kind of go from there. But we need to start filling up some jugs. All right, is this the right way to do it? No, but is it a way to do it? I hope so. Holy sh... Man, there she goes. This is a fresh drum of the 85. Whoo, yeah, smells like the 85. Look at that. It's gonna be kind of like a two-man job after to hold this sucker up underneath here and pump in it. But we got the new pump. Man, E85 just, I don't know, to me it does not smell good. All right, like, I don't know if it's kind of, yeah. I definitely don't like the smell of the E85. I hate the smell of the 85. All right, we got fuel in it. See, it's maybe a leak, I'm not sure. We'll see what we do. All right, so yesterday, kind of was frantic with this carburetor. I am a complete idiot sometimes, and I kind of fail to see the easy things that are wrong, and instead I just jump straight to the hard stuff that's probably wrong. So it's just a big fault of mine, but let me show you what I was having issues with. So I couldn't get the car to idle down. This is all the way back down. Wasn't even touching the arm. What the whole issue was, I started messing with floats. The floats alone were set pretty high. Those needed to be adjusted anyways. I started messing with my idle mixtures on each side. I started just going crazy, contacting everyone who I thought would know. What it came down to is this all thread wasn't in the center of this. And on this carburetor, that hole goes straight through all the way down to the bottom. So it's just sucking air right here, causing me to have a high idle around 1600 RPM. Where this carburetor, you look down there, it's blocked off. And I believe there is a screw down there to set like, kind of like your, it's like another idle adjustment screw, I believe, down in the center of that guy. I was doing some research on it last night. So, anyways, lo and behold, put this in with a little bit of RTV to help seal it up around here, make sure there's no air leaks. Out at like freaking 800 just as soon as I bumped it on. So that is that. I do need to go back today, go back through. I wrote down on a piece of paper there what these needle settings were on all four corners. I'm gonna go back through and set those again, just to put them back to where they came from Stealth. But today, I got a package for these. So I got a Heims and jam nuts for this switch tube. That's gonna be my tie rod right here to connect to the steering link. So now I can go through, set the toe, get the car back on the ground, and just start going through setup. All right, got this new PPM arm on. Of course, you gotta get that anti-seize everywhere. But very right, the setup sheet they sent me, 15.5 center to center. That's pretty close. We might be a turn or two either way, but I'm gonna get it on the car. And then I'm gonna kind of just put a jack underneath this spindle, get it up to ride height from center of that shock mount to the center of that one. And then start going through all my caster camber deal, just so we can start, you know, squaring this up to the chassis. All right, so we just got done setting camber and caster. We're just getting ready to bolt on the front shocks. Got anti-seize everywhere. Toe was good. Once we get done with this, we'll bleed some brakes and the clutch. Make sure them are good. All right, so my buddy Flores left, but we have all front suspension on. I'm waiting to go to Tractor Supply to get some hardware tomorrow. I'm just gonna replace all the shock mounting hardware. The right side one got bent. I guess when I got in that wall, it bent that. So I'm gonna get a new one there, but everything's kind of tip installed. I'm gonna go through and tighten all my jam nuts, just because everything, caster camber has been set. I'm gonna put the car down on the ground, check toe real quick before I go in tonight, and then put it back up on jack stands. And we might have to check around on some other things, recheck the caster camber if I have to make any kind of major adjustments. So yeah, it was a pretty good day. Got a lot of work done. I'm gonna end the video here because I need to focus tomorrow on just kind of cleaning the car. We're gonna roll it out, clean it again, and really just fine tune everything and get ready for Saturday. So this also gives me time to edit this video, okay? Because that's what's hard for me, because sometimes when I compile all these videos and all these clips and everything, it's well over an hour long, and I trim it down to 20 minutes. So that's what takes me quite a while. That's why I haven't done a video in a while. A lot has been going on in the background. Just wanted to pop on here, give you guys an update of what's going on, and that yes, we are going racing Saturday, and I am excited. You know, really nervous. Got a complete new front end, different setup, different right front shock setup, different steering rack. That's going to be probably the biggest thing I have to get used to. It's a quicker rack. What else is new? Oh, E85, going to E85, a little bit more power. I do have lead I got to put on. I have about 30 pounds. It's going to go on the car. I don't think Baker has scales, but other tracks here do. So me putting on 30 pounds should put me right at 2,400 pounds. So, because I was a little heavy last year. So, that being said, I appreciate y'all watching. And before I forget, I have t-shirts and hoodies coming. I'll show you the design. I have, it's gonna be the same design, both in t-shirts and hoodies. It's like a dark heather gray shirt. If you guys want one, let me know. T-shirts are 25, hoodies are gonna be 40. I'll let you know how much shipping is. Usually shipping was like around $4 to $5 last year. If it's over $5, I'll eat it. So if you're here locally, come see me soon. I just paid for them today, so she should be making them here in the coming couple weeks. So I should, hopefully, I'm just throwing out there, I might have them end of March, so that's kind of pushing it. She has to order the shirts, get them in, and make them, and I think I'm ordering like 100 shirts and 20 or so hoodies. So, and quite a few of those are already spoken for. I do have up to 4X and as small as a small, okay, in both hoodies and shirts. I might have just gotten one 4X hoodie done. I'd have to go back and look at my thing. But anyways, if y'all are interested, let me know. We can hook you up. But here's one last look at her for you see her at the racetrack. Hopefully we don't run any issues. I don't foresee any coming. But I'm going to start mounting some tires on, cleaning up the shop, get all my tools organized again, because they are scattered everywhere. Get these parts cleaned up, kind of prepped to be put away. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all at the track on Saturday.